definitions of a hero. To some, he has been there, and there are many who have been brought together by him. I'm speaking, of course, about Rockman, otherwise known as Mega Man. I've heard many rants about what Capcom did, and I had to agree. Yes, what they did was complete and utter bullshit. However, was it really we who deserved that? No, we didn't deserve that. We didn't deserve that animosity that Capcom has put on us because of one person who just became the sacrificial lamb. And that person just happened to be Rockman. I mean, he was born in the 1980s. We made jokes about him when it was 2010, because as you know, 2010 was supposed to be the final fight. And yet, what happened was 20 years later, he gets an anniversary edition. We're happy. And 2011, we're supposed to get another Rockman game. We were supposed to get a Rockman Dash 3, but we never got it. I'm saying this now because, really, it shouldn't have been done. It should not have been done. And it was just totally messed up. Not right now. Not right now. I mean, it was just totally messed up the way it was just seen like that. For the most part, I just don't like the way how Mega Man was handled. He was handled fine, but his story was handled so wrong. We all want to know what exactly happened that basically what happened between the timeline of Mega Man and the timeline of X and probably the timeline of Zero, and it was never explained. It's all connected. It's the same as with Rockman EXE, aka Battle Network. It's the same with anything else you see, but in all the point, the one thing I just don't like is the fact that Rockman got shafted because of what's been going on at Capcom. Many people, I should say the pioneers that were at Capcom that were providing such good games, they got shafted for no apparent reason. Maybe it's because of what happened. I don't know. Maybe it's because of what happened, and I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I wrote to Capcom a while back, like say a couple of days prior to all the brimstone and hellfire that they've been getting. And now that I think about it, they blame us for what happened. You know, the thing is this. If you want to get some feedback from the fans, then allow the fans to perhaps have their say before you start shutting it down. I mean, maybe the project is not done, but still, is it wrong just to say that we're to blame because of Legends 3 being canceled? No. No, apparently not. And I'll tell you this because, really, it's not supposed to go down like that. And then there was something I read on Facebook, I believe. It was a link about, Street Fighter cross Hello Kitty. What the fuck? Capcom, I really don't know what's going on with you, but y'all got some issues. Some issues that just need to be settled. And my god, it does not make no goddamn sense just for you to actually do this to us? I mean, what have I mean? Why blame the customers? It's like if you're at GameStop, you come in and you get a game, and at the same time that you get this game, you find out that this game is defected. You bring it back to you bring it back to say GameStop. They tell you, "Oh, you must have done something to it." You explain to them, "No, I didn't do no, I didn't do that. It was just there. I did not have anything to do with it." It's kind of like that. I mean, it's sad to say, but really, why does Mega Man have to take the blow for this one? Mega Man should not take the blow for this one. I mean, after 20 years, I would expect maybe more classic Mega Man. But apparently they wanted to go with the Legend series. Or the Dash series, rather. I mean, so many games that Capcom has made over the years. And yet, for so many times that, it's been said, oh, yeah, oh, well, we had Devil May Cry. We had, Senjo no Okami, aka Commando, and Mercs, and Bionic Commando, aka Top Secret. We had so many games that was released because of Capcom and what they did. We even had God Hand and Okami, for God's sakes. And I, for one, I mean, aside from all the Versus series, in which that's why I did what I did for Marvel vs. Capcom. I picked out Mega Man because why not? I did that for you guys who love Mega Man. Aside from myself, yes, that was the reason. There was no way of explaining it, but that was the main reason. Because Mega Man, of course, has been a part of me since I was a kid. And Mega Man is the hardest work. I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. He is the hardest working mascot that you will ever see in a long time. I mean, sure, you got Mario, who has platformers and RPGs. You also have Sonic the Hedgehog with his platformers and racing spin-offs. You have Crash Bandicoot, who really didn't make it that far. Oh, so many, mascots of companies gone by, and yet this one, the one who has basically kept the company afloat for that many years, and you're just gonna say, "Oh, bye bye, Mega Man. We don't need you anymore. We're gonna shaft you. We're gonna kick you to the curb. I'm sorry." Dare I say, Capcom, that there are a lot of angry fans at your doorstep, and you don't realize it. And I've sent a letter to you, and I said some things that I said I was being nice, I was being proper, I was being like a businessman. I just want to know the truth. I mean, that's all. That's all there is. But now that I find out that you did this because of us, oh no, 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 no! You can't do that. There's no way in hell, no way in the world that I would let a character get the shaft because of a lack of feedback. I mean, there's a lot of feedback. If I wanted people to give me feedback about my videos, I wouldn't ask, well, what would you say to this? What would you say to that? No, I'd expect some comments. I expect some feedback. I mean, most of the people on YouTube, that's what they do. They usually make videos so people can so people can comment on it, so they can say what they have to say about the subject. It's like now, Capcom, ugh, Capcom, goddamn. I mean, I can rant about this for so long, but you know, Rockman, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry what they did to you. I'm so sorry what they did to us because really, there's no explanation for this. This has been a sad day in video game history for all of us because we lost. We lost an iconic figure from the 80s, a figure that deserves to be seen more and more of, more than any other character that we've seen throughout the last 30 years of this timeline. Yes, in the year 20XX, there was a little man with a big dream, and yet in that same year, he got shafted 20 years after he was on top. Ladies and gentlemen, this, of course, I speak of Rockman. And with that, let us all have a moment of silence for Megaman.